And we're back again. 12th Man is back. I am your host, as ever, Dan Potts, and I'm really excited to get a debut on the show. I've been trying to get Yardman on for a while. I know you've all been asking for him, and you see us both on AFTV, and you see his content as well. He's absolutely blown up in the last couple of months, which is great to see, as I've known him for a few years now. Yardman, welcome, bro. How are you, man?
Welcome, man. Long time, long awaiting, man. We need to be, doing this a bit more, and because we are the one that go to the game in, game out. We know a lot of other people do it, but their voice hasn't been heard. They don't say nothing. It's just we out there just want to make this club a way better. We want to make it better. We want to, when we go overseas, when we go walk in the street in London, we can, we just can be up in the air. We win Champion League, we win Premier League. We're winners. We're a big club. Nobody can say, oh, but you can't dine at the table in the Champion League when last we in the Premier League. And that hurt. That really hurt to know that a club like Arsenal, people has been saying that. It hurt me so much to see Chelsea have four European League, and they're going to be the only team in football history, yeah, to have every European League title. Because I don't think they're going to lose this conference. What's it called?
Conference
Conference?
League.
The Conference League. So if they win it, which I don't want them to, because that's another bragging right again. But look at them. Look at them, fam. In 19 years, Abramovich there, 19 or something like that.
Yep.
19 trophy or 20 something trophy. Like, come on, man. These things just, when I sit back at these things just hurt. And I just want to, I'm not out here looking in the cloud. I just want to know whenever I'm at home watching Arsenal, I can relax. I know, come on, we're not going to win every season, but we know that we're winners. I just want to know when I step in the stadium that we don't get beaten lightly. You have to come out, we have to have a real off day. And we can come out and say, you know what? Today was like not our day. You understand? This is
Hasn't
this is
been.
what this is what Arsenal used to be like. So why all of a sudden we become this little banter club now?
Bro, we've been a banter club for a while, man. 21 years without a league, over 30 without a League Cup or a European trophy, and now 5 since this manager's last won an FA Cup. Let me ask you this, man, because look, you're very vocal on AFTV, and I listen to all of your fan cams, and I know me and you speak at the games after the games, and I agree with everything you say, and I think sometimes you get a hard time by certain members of the fan base. I get it as well. We're wanting to make this club great again. I look at your hat, make Arsenal great again. I know that the guy was giving them out, and you're like, yeah, I'll wear it because this is what I want to be seeing Arsenal great again.
Yeah,
You've mentioned Chelsea in the last 2 decades that have been the most successful team in England. In the last decade, Manchester City have been phenomenal. And I understand that that's through ownership, but it's through ruthlessness and it's through having an ownership that cares. And I wanted to ask you how much you're looking at the ownership right now and how much you're looking at the manager, because I know you've been vocal about both, bruv.
well, for me, the ownership, they actually step up for the last 6 years. They actually step up in one way. They start to write check. We see that clearly that they're writing check. But by writing check, they're supposed to look back for something in return because they're businessmen. They're not idiot. The crankcase is not. They don't become billionaire. They don't become owning these multi-billion pound franchisee club, basketball, NFL for no reason. It doesn't take somebody who don't know what they're doing to doing this. So I don't know if because we're in England, they're in America. I was saying it to Lee Gunner last night. If Arsenal Football Club was in America, we would have sweep up everything because we would have be on their doorstep, we'd have be in their face. They would have we wouldn't be like this. But because we're in a wet, cold country and we're playing football, they know about soccer. They just say, no, you let's stay there. Once I'm not losing anything, once I'm gaining and the club is leveraged out itself, I'm okay. That is just part of our portfolio. No ambition of winning anything. And I remember I was watching something when Abramovich took over in 2003 at Chelsea, and inside his office, he make a space for the Champion League. And I look at that and I'm saying, that's a man who mean business. And this man was so ruthless, like, doesn't care who you are, doesn't matter what you win. He want the Champion League inside that club. And he get it. He didn't just get one, he get two. He even take a Europa League from us. He even go and take a European League Cup from us. That cannot get worse. Two Europa League, two Champion League, and we just sitting here as we are. We supposed to, not trophy wise, but fan base and recognition. We are the biggest club in London. We are, but trophy wise, we're not. On the pitch right now to collect trophy, we are not the biggest club. We are a banter club. We are dropping. We soon in certain spaces. We soon, as much as our winning trophy, but we soon cannot talk to certain club. You understand? So for me, is the lack of ambition that the owner doesn't have for this club. That is the psychological problem I have. If they were ambitious and want to see this club grow in stature and trophy, then I have no doubt that we would have kept it. And when they was writing those check, give it to Mr. Arteta, they would have let him know that, I want back something in return. But they just write the check and they said to him that top four, we good. And he not to that, and everybody good. 6 million a year, can't complain. They won't complain. Who would have complained for getting 6 million a year? Nobody. They would have been a yes man. Come on.
Well, now
Somebody
he's
paying
getting
you.
now he's getting 15 million a year,
Sorry,
the
sorry.
most
I'm not saying
highest
six.
paid.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about I'm talking about Wenger days, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
15 million. Why did I say sure? 15 million. Would you run in a football club? You would have been a yes man. No pressure, no ambition to win anything. Just get me in the top four. You can have all the money you want. Come on. That's what Mikel Arteta have. They even go as far as letting this man have a big say in the club. He can tell, and this is why I don't buy certain things that people saying about this January, because I don't believe in January. I never believe in January, and I don't believe that what happening now start in January. It did not. It started in the summer. Furthermore, it started from the 23-24 season. When that season ended, or before that season ended, I should say, the problem was there. Yeah. And the problem didn't get addressed. Everybody believed that, okay, we are competing now. Mikel Arteta come in, we're good again. So everything is good. And they just paint over the crack. But when you cannot paint over a crack anymore because it's getting wider and wider, yeah, then everybody start to talk. But it was there. It was plain to see. It was blatantly. The first big mistake we make is giving Mikel Arteta that job. Ancelotti went to at that time, 2019. Ancelotti was free. He was free. Yeah, we made mistake going back from when Jurgen Klopp go to leave Dortmund and go to Liverpool. We made that mistake when we give Wenger that extra year when we should have gone and get Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, and Liverpool swoop him up. Remember, at that time we were bigger than Liverpool. Liverpool
Yep.
was finishing seventh and eighth and ninth in the Premier League, and we were in the top four at times, in it. I think is since after that we drop out of the top four, but we were there. So Jurgen Klopp would have come easily. But no, when Wenger win that last FA Cup, what we do? We hand him a new contract. And then what happened? Jurgen Klopp leave and go to Liverpool, spend 9 years there, win 9 trophy, everything, Champion League, Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and 3 Champion Leagues final. Look at it. And we're doing this and we do the same thing again. Let Ancelotti go to Liverpool. Remember, he was at Real Madrid. They sack him. He go around. Last job he went Liverpool. The
Everton.
Everton. Real Madrid come back for him. Zidane leaving. Real Madrid say, okay, then we know what this guy can do. Why are you at Everton? 1 year spent there. 1 year, and in that year, Mikel Arteta never get the best of him. Never get the best of him, and that's a serial winner. He's at Real Madrid now. We're not going to say not because Real Madrid have these top player, but we know what Ancelotti can do. It's not Real Madrid alone go and win. So we should have never let him go to Everton. We should have
And
taken him to
in that time as well, Yardman, we've had Pep that's gone to Man City, Conte that's gone to Spurs, and Tuchel that's gone to Chelsea. In all of that
yes.
time, we
In
have
all of that
Mikel
time,
Arteta.
we have Mikel Arteta, a rookie manager at best for a big club. Because it's not a disrespect. It's not showing it. He's a rookie. Because if you never managed before, you are a. If you just come into the management career in a management job, you are a rookie. Any job that you're going to go into, you left uni and you're going to get. You are a rookie. You're not experienced. You understand? You're experienced sitting on the bench and being a second, a second to Pep. But whatever you say to Pep, that doesn't mean that Pep is listening. Sometimes just want somebody to vent it during game and come to you because you are the second man in charge and come to you. I don't believe that Mikel Arteta have really any say at Man City or whatever. He was just there learning him trade. And then we take him because he's coming under from Pep. So he must be the next best thing. And I believe the one of the things that I believe that they buy was that was it Vinay was who was the one who signed it, who went and speak to him,
Mm.
yeah, at his house. One of the things then that I believe they buy is that speculation was out there that Pep was going to leave and he was going to be the next Man City manager, and they was like what Tom, what's his name, Tom Chelsea owner,
Todd
um
Bowley.
Todd Bowley. What Todd Bowley do every time him see a club go for a player, they just go and say, you know what, we pay you 10, 15, 20 million more.
Yeah,
You
man.
understand? So that's what kind of happened. They believe that Mikel Arteta is or was the next big manager, young big manager out there. Right now, I mean, I know they're not going to pull the plug, but I'm not going to stop. But right now, we could go and get either Xavi, yeah,
Yeah.
Alonso.
Alonso. Yeah.
We could go and get him. Look what him doing with and I know Alonso didn't spend that amount of money that Mikel Arteta spent. Even though the Bundesliga is a 2-team league, but to go there and go unbeaten, where um Thingy never done it before, yeah,
Yep.
that's a big statement. That's a big statement. And how much longer are we gonna sit here and keep on giving this guy another year, another year, another year?
Why do you
Where
think he gets so much protection, Yardman, from the fan base? Why do you think
because
so many people are happy with him? Like,
they are very deluded. They're deluded because everybody is thinking, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're saying that, oh, look where the team was when he took over, and look at us now. And that's what everybody is saying. That's the only thing. Even um deluded and Curtis was live today, and they was chatting, and Curtis was say, oh, and respect him, and I sent a message and I said, you know what, Curtis, please tell me the good things that Mikel Arteta done at the club. Because everybody gonna say, come on, Paul. The first thing they're gonna say, oh, look where him get the club from. Look where him get the club from. But I'm saying to people, but when Mikel Arteta took over that club, Unai Emery take us to a final. Whether or not we get smacked by Chelsea, we did went to a final with that team. You understand? So it's not like you did come there and see Mesut Ozil is a world class player. You did come there and see a Banyan, Premier League golden boot. So you come there and see Lacazette, a serial goal scorer in the 18-yard box or the 6-yard box is deadly. So it's not like, you know what, when you come there, you never see anything. You just get pure championship player just come up in the Premier League, and they don't understand, and some academy player mix up with it. So the team was nothing. It was far from that. Absolutely far from. We know the midfield wasn't that good. We know the back line wasn't that good. But what he should have done, he should have come in and enhanced on this player. Because at the time, when you come in with that big ego, yeah, your chest up in the air, everybody got to listen to you. No, me, as much as Mesut Ozil at the time was a luxury player, he doesn't really tackle, but you're gonna get them sort of player in your team. You have to know how to maneuver it. So you have player like Emil Smith Rowe coming through. You should never let Mesut Ozil go because that is a world class player there. That guy just win the World Cup. Yeah. So you have young Emil Smith Rowe, you have young Saka, yeah, you have Nketiah, you have Reece Nelson, yeah, Abaniam or Lacazette, and Mesut Ozil supposed to be that senior player to bring through these kids. So when they leave, they actually stepping up before they even leave. Saka have to do it on his own. Yeah, Emil Smith Rowe have to do it on his own. Eddie and Nketiah, same thing. Reece Nelson, same thing. Willock, same thing. They're all doing it on their own. No senior player to show them the road. Why you think what's his name? Real Madrid, the Croatian
Modric.
Madrid. Why is at age 39 and Real Madrid want to give him another year? Why you think he's there? Why you think he's there? He's not. It's not that Real Madrid want him. Real Madrid just want him to bring through all of these kids that coming up. What's that little one on the bench name? Real Madrid have him on the bench. Him come on the other day.
Enric.
Yeah, Hendricks. Yeah. Why you think he's there? Why you think to bring through these kids? I remember when Thierry Henry left and go to Barcelona, it was to help bring through the next one that they said was going to be the next Messi. You understand? So in every club, this is why Chelsea is not clicking right now with those youngsters because there's no senior player in the team.
Yeah, they need experience around.
They need experience. Then they're gonna need somebody to show you. And what I mean show you is not everything they're gonna show you. But when you make when you're meant to make certain run, when you're meant to make certain mistake, they're the one who's gonna grab you and tell you, no, do this. And then you will get it because they're learning, they're quick, they're soaking up everything. Because they want to be the next Mesut Ozil, they want to be the next Abaniam, they want to be the next Lacazette. So you're gonna listen. When they sit on the bench, they're watching, but nobody's there. So people feel like because Mikel Arteta come in and he take us back to competing. Yes, I understand. Yes, you do it, but I'm not going to give you no flowers for that. And the reason why I'm not going to give you flowers for three things: you get the time to do it, you get the money to do it, and they give you the club to do it. Now, you tell me, apart from Pep, how many there's 18 other team in the Premier League, and tell me, apart from Arsenal and Man City, you tell me the next club, the next manager who have them three say in a club, the time, the money, and the ability to do whatever they want to do. There's no other club in the Premier League letting their manager do that.
But you know what it is, Yardman? I don't mind people giving him praise for getting us to challenging because I think that's fair. My question is, can he get us over the line? And you don't think that he can. I don't think that he can. And I'm waiting for him to prove us wrong every year. And he just keeps failing. And this is the problem I've got. And you can look at the board and the ownership, absolutely. But you can also look and say that the £750 million that he has spent, he has then gone into another transfer window and bought another left back and another midfielder instead of a striker. What are we doing? Why are we doing that?
But you see, when everybody is, that's what I said to you. I don't believe it happened. This what we're going through now. I don't believe it happened. Is sorry, not say I don't believe it didn't happen in January. Yeah, this happened in the summer, and I don't
I
hear
agree.
anybody much speaking about why did he sell MS Smith and didn't replace him?
Yep.
Why did he sell Nketiah and didn't replace him? Why did they let Reece Nelson go on loan and didn't replace him? Why did they let Vieira go on loan and didn't replace him? Why did they let Marquinhos go and didn't replace him? So you let five attacking player leave during the summer. Five attacking player. Remember,
Yep.
last season when we finished 1 point behind City, what were we saying? We need a stronger bench. Yeah. So no, you let five attacking player leave, and you buy two defender. You buy Marino to play as a six, and you buy Calafiori as a left back. We didn't need Calafiori. We did not need Calafiori. We did not need Marino because Marino is not no great player. He's not starting for Spain. You understand? It's not like he's ripping it up over in Spain. Yeah, he wasn't doing that. So why did you go and get him? So you're gonna tell me you sell five? So who's supposed to take? Are we gonna look and do you believe that the crankhead Josh know anything about anyone? Do you believe that Josh sit down and look up on Wikipedia or look on YouTube on these
No.
players?
No.
So how is it now we gonna blame the crankhead for what happening now? Don't get me wrong, it's a collective, but there's somebody who have to get the most blame. And it's Mikel Arteta because you are the one who signed these players. Yeah, go back. We know that Mikel Arteta spent 750 million. Yeah,
Yep.
out of that 750 million right now. Yeah, you tell me a world class player that's in the team.
Well, there isn't a world class player. And out of the 31 players that he's bought, I would say that I'd be kind and rate 8 of them, which is
Eight.
not very many. Not
Wow.
very many.
I can. I'm not even being funny here. I'm not even being funny. Out of them, I can only give about three, maybe four.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Who are
I,
they?
I, I will give you David Rea. Yeah. Last season, he did work for that Golden Gloves and he did just deserve it because he keep brilliantly. Yeah. I will give you Gabriel Mangales. Yeah. I will give you not right now, but yes, he's still that good because they're not playing him is in the right position that he play. Declan Rice, and I will give you Partey.
And that's it.
No, yeah. So uh, there's no way. Who else would you say? You know what?
I agree. I agree with those 4. And I would add Timber, White, and Odegaard. That would be it. And after that, I'm with
Why?
you. I don't rate the others.
Why?
You can't
Why?
count Saka, Saliba, or Martinelli
No,
because
no,
they
no.
weren't
You can't
signed
because
by
there's
him.
not his buy, and they were there before him, so
But
we
that's
cannot
it.
count them.
They're
But
the only ones I'd add. The others I don't rate at all. I'm with you.
but look at it now. We give you all right. Then you give me. You just give me. I said four. You give me seven. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of that seven, if any one of them go missing, yeah, say the season start and all right, then when Saka get injured in November, I believe, yeah,
December.
December,
Yeah.
December at Palace, yeah, sorry. So if it was any one of those names that we call just now, would we be in this situation? Do you believe that we'd be in this situation?
No, Saka's the one, isn't he? Saka's the
Okay,
one we missed the most.
okay, thank you. So you see what it is. So sometimes when you're gonna give somebody their praise, but when you look back, when you peel it back and say, but hold on, we're gonna give it for make us compete. But you really and truly, it is as a Saka FC. That's what it is. And then you run the guy in the ground.
Oh man,
Nobody,
crazy. Can't believe he did
nobody
that.
never, nobody never tell you that you need to go on. All right, then in the summer, why Nico Williams? You never put out everything to get Nico Williams because he could play left or right. You see, with Spain or him and Lamal, they change at times. Yeah. So you could easily well, even though him play on the right, on the left, sorry, he could play on the right as well. Because I see them with Spain, they interchange. So I see him play on the right for Spain. Yeah. So you're telling me that I see him play on the left, sorry. So you're telling me that you went and get Marino, but you didn't realize it. But hold on here. Saka has been playing from about what, 18,
Yep,
mid 18, up until 23. So you're talking about 5 years.
yep,
Saka has been playing and you don't rest him. He hardly get rest. And I understand Saka, young, strong, fit, wild, ready. He just want to play. But you as a manager, you have to manage him
yep.
properly. Okay,
Got to
then
look
if you're gonna,
after him.
yeah, thank you. If you're gonna start him in game, you have to remember last year when they come back from Dubai, we win what 70-80% of our game over 3 goal, yeah, and conceive little but none. So during that time, when you're being scoring 5 goals, sometimes what we break even our record for scoring five for the most consecutive we score 5 goals in the most consecutive game or something like that, or four. I don't remember. I will have our tie, something like that. But during that time, how much time did he take off Saka? Ah,
Bro,
the
with
button.
Saka, he played. So this is why I do not forgive Mikel Arteta for this, right? With Saka, he was brought him on against Preston in the Carabao Cup. He started him against Bolton in the Carabao Cup. He
Yeah,
didn't take him off last season when we were 5-0 up against Lons. He was playing him in all of the Champions League games, FA Cup games, everything that we could play, he was playing. And then he goes down. And it's like, well, this was always going to happen. And then what happens then on top of that, Yardman, is we go down on the 21st of December. Everyone was like, oh no, Saka's down. But you know what? I said to myself, yeah, it's really bad. I knew it was going to happen. But you know what? There's a January transfer window open in literally
yeah,
10 days' time.
yeah.
And we did nothing, nothing, nothing at all. So why have we still not got a cover for Bukayo Saka? Why have we still not got cover a striker? Why have we still not got cover for Saliba when he got injured and we had to have Rob Holding at the back? We still
Yeah,
not replaced anybody there. We still don't have a Granit Xhaka upgrade. We're still waiting. We still don't
Silver.
have a left back better than Kieran Tierney. Yeah,
And doesn't play him. Doesn't rate the guy. Doesn't rate the
crazy.
guy for one bit. And I'm saying to myself, why? If you're gonna tell me that Kieran Tierney injury pro, but Jesus injury pro, um,
Tomiyasu,
Tamiyasu injury pro, um, Timber missed out one season, didn't play. Um,
Party,
Partey injury prone, yeah. Who else injury prone in the team?
Zinchenko,
Zinchenko injury prone. So if
Calafiori.
you got Cala, that guy sit on the bench more than that guy on the recover table more than him on the grass. So if you're gonna sit there and I don't know why, what is it that Kieran Tierney doing? Why you don't believe that him fit? Because I I really and truly see when Kieran Tierney play with Martinelli, you see a different Martinelli.
Yeah,
I was the one who come out and I said to Rob, do you realize that when Kieran Tierney play, that overlapping when he run behind Martinelli, so Martinelli dip inside. Where do you think Martinelli scored so much goal last? Even though Kieran Tierney never played, but we were playing at right back last season.
Ben White, Timber.
No. Sorry, left back, left back.
Oh, we were playing.
Because Timber was out. Who
Uh,
was the left back?
great question. I
Because
can't even think now.
because Zinchenko.
Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And at times, when he's not going in the middle, he will go down the channel. So it helped Martinelli to come inside. Yeah. And that's what Kieran Tierney give. That's what Saka, Ben White give to Saka. Ben White will go behind Saka, so a defender will have to go with him, so that take off the pressure on Saka. Cause everybody triple and double team Saka, yeah. So that will take out the pressure and take a man off Saka, and he can dip inside, and that's the best thing for them. Now, look into this and tell me if this sound anywhere right. You don't have to agree with me, just be honest. Do you believe now we in the situation that we're in? Do you believe that playing these two overlapping defender, Kieran Tierney and Ben White, do you believe that it would make us a bit better, a bit stronger in the box? Because instead of we have Trossard outside trying to put in a square, you would be in the box, because we have Kieran Tierney, and you know that Kieran Tierney put ball in the box. You know
Yep.
that as him get it, he will put it in. You know Ben White can do it. So we will have Waneri either on the 18-yard box or in the box. We'll have Trossard in the box. Because why I say that to say this. Mourinho is not a centre forward. He doesn't know to make the run. He doesn't know to make the run. So I'm thinking, I'm sitting there and I'm saying to Belgium with the West Ham game, I'm saying to Belgium, look at it. Mourinho is on his own. He's on his own. He's on his own. You need somebody beside him. Because the guy doesn't know how to make the run, because he's not a number 9. I was saying to Belgium that he's a fake 9, not even a false one, a fake 9. No, he's not. No, because you can put Donkey as a false 9, yeah, because he play 8, 9, yeah. So you can put him there. He played there already. He understand. He played there for Germany. He played there for Chelsea. Yeah, but he's not really his position, but he can play there. So he is a false 9. What would you call Mikel Merino?
Brother,
Huh?
let me tell you this. When we put him up front against Leicester, I thought, right, okay, he's just trying to sub. Then when he
Yes,
started him, I thought, right, okay, let's see how this goes. Straight away, he was playing everywhere but number 9. Then we
number
see
9.
against Forest, he's right back, he's left back, he's right wing, he's back in midfield, he's dropping off deep. Get in the box, man. And when you mentioned
Look,
Tierney overlapping and putting crosses in, when he came on against Forest, he was one of the most threatening. Did you see the balls
yes,
he was whipping in? And nobody's
yes.
there to put it away. See, it's criminal, man.
So I hear what Mikel, and this is what I don't understand again. The game against Forest, I don't sit down and study these Premier League team. Yeah, Mikel Arteta do it. Yeah, well, his coaching staff do it because he's just managing now. So his coaching staff do it. We know that Forest actually let you keep 60-70% of the ball. They don't want it. Yeah,
Yep.
we know that. So am I wrong by saying that Mikel Arteta should have gone with a 3 at the back? Because at one point, you watch a Forest game, at one point, David Raya was playing midfield. Yeah,
Yep.
he was that high up the pitch, halfway line. So you didn't need a back 4 there and then. You did not need a back 4. Give more body in the box, because you know that you're not scoring. So guess what? We will have the ball, a back 3. Why you play a back 3? You're going to put more body in the box. You're going to put somebody else beside Mikel Merino. As a manager again, you know that teams start to show you that respect. And they're not going to play like our Chelsea and Man U and Man City at top now. They're not going to come open up. They're not going to. So they're going to drop a low block. Now, I'm thinking to myself, if you're going to drop that low, what am I going to do? I cannot play through you, because you're going to cut off all those paths. So there's one thing we're going to do. We're going to start take shot from outside the 18-yard box. 2 things going to happen there and then. We might get a deflection, and that is very, very possible. Yeah, if it's one thing I keep at 8, I know that I keep at 8 when there's this long range shot coming through, because once a defender push a foot or a head or a shoulder, anything, yeah, the ball gone elsewhere. 2, they're going to realize that, you know what, they start to take shots from outside the 18. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to try and come and close it down. And when they do that, you know you slip the ball through. So as a manager, did you not see that? Did you not coach him to play that way? because it's simple. When they're gonna low block, you can't just pass. Because first thing first, you don't have to play them to do it. Because all they're passing is sideways. Defender, Gabriel. Gabriel played to Saliba. Saliba played to Timber. Timber played back to Saliba. Saliba played back to Gabriel. That's all happening. That's all happening. And then we have the magician keep on disappearing. He keep on just disappearing. Where's Holy God? Ta-da! Here am I, like a jack in the box. To be honest, ta-da! Here am I. Forest game. Forest game. Declan Rice was playing the role that Odegaard meant to be playing. Declan Rice have the ball all over the pitch. I was the one who got up and I pointed out to Rob, and I said to Rob, do you realize that Odegaard only play on the right?
Yeah.
Rob was saying to me that, I said to them that we need a creative midfielder. Cecil said to me that no, Odegaard is one. I said no, he's not. Robbie said to me, yes, he's a old. I said he's not a creative midfielder. Oh, you have a creative midfielder only play on the right. How can he be a creative midfielder? Paul, come on, go back, think back in your head. Think back all of the midfielder them, the creative midfielder them that you see play Premier League for any club. Do you ever see them play? I know creative midfielder play in the middle. Yeah, they're all over the front three. You never see Martinelli and Odegaard link up in a play over on the left. It doesn't happen. Why? And you are the one supposed to be distributing. So why you stick over on the right? Why? And you want to tell them that you're a creative midfielder and all you do is faking. You fake, you end up in the that's all you've been doing, fam. And it has to change. Then again, to show you that I'm not even joking, this guy is a fake. Yeah, as much as he's our captain, tell me which other captain is he get substitution so much. The first substitution I'm going to make is Martin Odegaard, but he's a captain. He's a distributor on the pitch. So why you keep taking him off? So that simply means Mikel Arteta done something wrong here. You understand? So in everything that
Do you
we
think
can,
we could play him, Yardman, in the 8 and then have an attacking 10? So we drop Erdegaard into where we should be playing like Declan Rice and then have an actual creative midfielder, because that's what I think we could do. And then Erdegaard is on the left and he lets that left foot of his do the work, because I've been frustrated with Martin Odegaard this season. I've called him out before. He put me in the mud by scoring 15 goals and dragging us across the line in games, but I've never really seen him take a game by the scruff of the neck and win a game for us as a captain or a leader. In the 4 or 5 years he's now been here, I can't name 5 games, which is only one a season, where he's actually been pivotal as to why we won that game. I'm still waiting for people to tell me when that was. And that's not good enough for a captain and a leader. So for me, my captain is Gabriel, and then the vice captain is Declan Rice. If I was in charge right now, they're my 2 people I'm giving the armband to. Not
definitely.
Odegaard leads by the press. He's a good player. He's technically gifted. But for me, he doesn't get anywhere near the likes of Fabregas, Cazorla, Ozil, Paul Merson. These guys that I've seen for years.
Stop that, boy. When you don't call him. You cannot do that. You can't call the Cesc Fabregas. Not, I would even put him near Nasri.
There you go.
I would have put him near Nasri.
So I can't put him near those players.
We have Nasri. Who else have again? What's that? What's his name? I used to call him. No, not Arshavin. Him come from Belarus.
Alexander Kleb.
Kleb. So you see, we can name you about 10 midfielder that we can't even put him beside.
Thomas Rosicky.
You can't.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't get me wrong, he's gifted, he's talented. But what you say about Martinelli, don't you believe that have a lot to do with Mikel Arteta?
Yeah.
As a coach, because remember, I tell people all the time, Martinelli don't want the ball with him back to goal. It is no good. Don't do it. It is criminal.
Yeah.
It is so you are. I don't get it. I can't. I cannot comprehend. So you are telling me you're in training, Arteta as a manager and the coaching staff, and nobody say to Martinelli, you need to stop doing this. This is a bad habit you're picking up. When you get the ball, your pace alone. So then again, why is it that we have never seen Martinelli through the middle?
Yeah. I don't
What we
know.
never seen, and I always say to myself, one the game them that I would have played Martinelli through the middle back then when Man City was winning and we're playing Man City and they're crushing us. I'm saying Man City play a high line. Then time Jurgen Klopp play a high line. Tottenham play open. Man U play open. All the top team them play open. I'm saying if you put Martinelli on the last defender, they're in trouble. They
Mhm.
wouldn't like that. So what you would have done there and then, you would have taken away two players from attacking you. So if you play Man City and you put Martinelli, you just let him know that stay in the middle and the last defender. Do you believe in one split of a second you're gonna have Kyle Walker gonna come inside, yeah, and John Stone or Kanji or any one of them gonna be beside Matt? Two of them gonna be there. So what
Yeah.
you do, you take away an extra man from attacking you.
Yeah.
So when I'm sitting down and I'm studying these, am I just want to think that does this work, or maybe I'm just, as a fan, just sitting there thinking like, you know what, these things work, but really actually it doesn't work. I have to ask myself because I've never seen it. I have to ask myself why you keep on giving Martinelli the ball when him back to goal. All I'm gonna do is give it back to Gabriel or Timber, not Timber, Calafuri or Skelly. He gonna pass it back. The guy don't want it. He want to run at ball because Martinelli don't have any skills that much. Yeah, him only having pace that him depend on. Yeah, and then again, when Thierry Henry was at Arsenal, when him come, him pace, him don't have any whole heap of skills. But what he will do, he will kick it and he will run past you, and that's all you want. That's all you want from your winger. He will kick it and that pace, boy. I'm telling you, you will left you to dead. And that's all him use. So why Martinelli don't play like that? Because when Thierry Henry come, he was playing on the right hand side before we shift him in the middle. Yeah? And that's what he do. Notice him, he will just turn sideways with you and he will tap the ball, he will come at you, and then him just want you to just make a move. Because as you make a move, him gonna run. And Martinelli can do that. He do does he not do it for Brazil? Does he not play through the middle? I think in the champ, what you call it?
Copa
We
America.
call it Copa America, we call the Olympic.
Olympics. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played through the middle. So why is it that we don't see that this guy can play there? If we have him on the left and we're not getting anything, change it then. Change it. So then again, like I said, everything just go back to the manager. We can't sack
Let me ask you this then: how many of these players have improved under this manager?
I said this to Robbie already. I said to Robbie, the only person this man cannot kill, yeah, is Saka. I said it. Go and ask Rob. Go and look back. I said the only person he cannot kill is Saka. You tell me who this does he improve? Well, I'm gonna be fair to you. I'm gonna be fair. People have been telling me that, oh, he look at um William Saliba, and I'm saying William Saliba was that deadly. Come on, he was that good. The guy just didn't want to look at him because for 2 seasons, him keep on loaning him. Remember him taking to America and only give him half an hour in a preseason. And then him just ship him out. So how can you tell me that you know how William Saliba stayed? Remember, it was him didn't want William, but okay, remember William Saliba was there, but he went and buy Ben White for 40 plus million, 45 million. Did he really need to go and buy Ben White? Because Ben White is not a right back, he's a central defender coming from Brighton, yeah. But you didn't believe in Saliba. So Gabriel under Gabriel for the last 3 years, I can see it kind of different Gabriel. I don't know if it's because he's beside of Saliba and they're playing like a Saliba playing like a Rio Ferdinand and Gabriel playing like a Vidic. Yeah. So I will maybe say to you, you know what? Gabriel Mangales is the
Yeah,
only player.
that's the one. That's the one for me, I would say,
That's
because
the
when he
only
first come
one.
into the team, he had those mistakes in him. I love
Yes. A
Gabriel
lot of
now,
mistakes.
so
A lot.
yeah. So I would say Gabriel has improved. I would say Saka's improved, but I wouldn't put that down to Arteta. I just think he's got that raw talent. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
He's just that good. Yeah. Saliba likewise. Martinelli's fallen off a cliff. Trossard was actually really good when he first come from Brighton. He's
But
decided
in
to
fall off.
he's fallen off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've got I think Declan Rice this season. I don't know what he's
Fall off.
doing with him. I don't know
Fall off.
why he's playing him there. He's not a Cesc Fabregas. He is a
Nah.
Rodri. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
sort of position we need to play him in. So I would agree that there is definitely not loads and loads. And then look at some of the signings he's made that have been absolutely dross. You look at the Fabi Vieira, you look at the Lokonga, Tavares, Pablo Mari, Cedric, all them goalkeepers. Like we've had like 7 goalkeepers, man, and about 8 left backs. They're dreadful, bro. It's
Yeah.
been dreadful. So this is why I believe that we have in the 31 players, there's only those 7 that I mentioned that I can give credit. And how many more is there not? So that means there's 24 more that are like absolutely horrendous that he
Garbage.
signed.
And then we're gonna sit down and say that he's a good manager.
He's not good
How?
enough for Arsenal. He's not good enough
No,
to
he's
win
not
us
good.
the trophy.
He's basically like team like Palace, yeah, the Leicester. And then again, he's the type of manager like he like to have the sheep around him. He doesn't want a player who's gonna stand up to him. He can't deal with that. He cannot deal with that. So how is it that I asked Rob, I said to Rob, do you see anybody in this team that is feisty that will go into a game and they will left a foot in? Every player that we have is very nice. A nice player doesn't win Premier League. You name me a team with 24 nice players that win the Premier League.
We got
Because
Gabriel and Declan Rice. That's about it. Saliba, maybe.
they are nice. They are nice. I see when Gabriel last week when we play West Ham, when Skelly get the red card off what's his name?
Kudus.
Kudus. Yeah, he go over there and start to, like him on to rough him up. I'm like, fam, this meant to happen in the first 2-3 minutes of the game. You understand? The first time him touch the ball, you go over there and make him realize that, you know what, we're not here to play. You understand? And when him get the ball, he would have just pass it. So we don't have anybody that gonna left a foot in. Look at Van Dijk. I was watching back at some clip with Van Dijk. They put some together on YouTube, and I'm telling you, this man's supposed to get done for GBH. Like seriously, on the pitch, he's supposed to get done. He was slapping people, giving them handback, kicking. I'm like, this is why he's a winner, because people afraid to go near him. Yeah, you remember couple seasons ago, nobody dribble past Van Dijk. Didn't know who was the only player ever to dribble past Van Dijk was who?
Nicolas Pepe.
Pepe was the only player to dribble past Van Dijk. So you think about that. Think about that. If there's no player dribble past that brother, it must be something why you're not gonna do it. So that's what I'm saying. And do you see Van Dijk, how many trophy him have since him been at Liverpool? Since him leave Celtics or Southampton, whatever. Yeah, how many trophy him have? We need player like that. But player like that, I don't believe Mikel Arteta can manage. And this is why he go for the sheep them. This is why I'm go for the youngster them who he can. I see it. I meant to look back for it before I come on. I swear that we have a 17-year-old centre forward on the bench or 18-year-old centre
Cabia,
forward on the bench. Yeah,
Cabia. Yeah, why don't we
yeah.
play him?
And nobody say nothing about that.
Why don't we play him, man? I don't get it.
Dan, so you explain it to me. Why nobody say nothing about that? And I
Because they
keep on
want
saying to myself,
Marino. They want Marino. I listened to Julian. Julian said Marino could be good up front. It's like, what's happening here, man? Oh, Calafiori. Rob told me to play Calafiori up front. Like, this is the problem, man. Why can't we play this Butler Ali Adeji guy? Why can't we
yeah,
play this young Cabia guy? Why can't we try Ethan through the middle? Yeah? What are we doing here? Why are we trying to lump it along to this guy, this Marino guy, just to literally win headers? We've bought this guy as a number 8, and he's now our striker. Last season before that, we bought Kai Havertz as a number 8. He's now our striker.
we
So
did buy,
now
we
we're
did
not
buy,
even replacing Chaka again. What's
we did
happening here?
buy, we did buy Marino to play 8. Because Marino never play 8. He play a 6 or a 5.
I
So
don't know what I don't know what Marino plays. I don't know where
he
he
play
plays.
a 6. That's him buy. You see, but the problem is that when him go back to basic and put back Declan Rice as a 5 and let him know that's your job. You break up play. Yeah. Even though and I'm thinking about it like as simple as it is, like we're still the best defending team in the Premier League. We're still the best. But up front, when you go ahead and you let them 5 player go and didn't replace them, then you're asking for trouble. When you let the summer transfer window close and didn't get a number 9, a centre forward, and believe that you are Pep because Pep win the Premier League without a number 9. So I can do it because I got a collective of
Yeah.
players scoring all over the pitch. So I can do it and I can show people that I can do it. You're deluded, Mikel. You're deluded. You shouldn't have done that. And it's all on you. And nobody can tell me you let 5 attacking player leave the club and didn't replace them, and you're not supposed to get the blame. And that is not a sackable offense. It is a sackable offense. You can't do. No other manager do that. No other manager do that. You let one go, you replace him with better. That's what manager do. Stop, go to Chelsea and get them reject. We need Caicedo. Chelsea said they want Caicedo. We get Jorginho. So Chelsea said, Jorginho, you done. Caicedo, you young. You ready. Come. Give it to Arsenal. It just doesn't work, Dan. It just doesn't work.
We knocked on the door of Manchester City and said, "Who don't you want?" And they said, "Jesus and Zinchenko." We
And
said, "Come."
Zinchenko.
We
Yeah.
knocked on the door of Chelsea. They said, let's take Havertz, Sterling, Jorginho. And you know what I'm saying? And any money we were thinking about Rashford from Man United, who scored again tonight, I think, by the way, or Asensio and Rashford that done well for Villa tonight. But still,
Yeah.
this is what we do. And we're in phase 5 now, yeah, or phase 6 now, whatever it is. And then do you know what the phase 6 is, Yardman? Rebuild.
Yeah.
Rebuild the squad.
That's what I tell them. I told them that. Somebody asked me, so if you meant to get what player should we get? What number 9 should we get? But everybody is talking, okay, we need a 9. And I was thinking to myself, do you believe that a number 9 does fix the problem? And do you believe that one number 9 fix the problem? So what if that number 9 get injured?
Yeah, we need more.
It doesn't fix the problem. We doesn't need a 9. And I say it all the time. In the summer, we need 5 players. Do you believe the Cranky going to give him another blank check to go and get the 5? No, because with definite Neto is definitely not good. It's definitely not good. We see what that guy's capable of.
That was awful, man. I can't believe he dived for that when he was out of his goal, man. This guy's he's out of his area and he's trying to dive, man.
That would be another red card for Mikel Arteta. He was just lucky. He was just pure luck. Because that's another card for Mikel. You understand? So, so sometimes I have to just laugh.
Yeah.
Like we sit down here and all we can say, oh, you make us challenging again, but you get the money to do that. Okay, yeah, we'll give you that. You make us, that's it. And the reason why I saying that he's not going to take us over the line because you are a Gareth Southgate 2.0. You are.
Wow, you
You
think
got
that bad? You think he's that
huh?
bad?
Yes. Come on. So people gonna sit here and tell us, oh, next season we're gonna go. Next season, Man City gonna get stronger. Next season, if Salah leave, yeah, Liverpool gonna be in the latter stage or the semi-final or whatever in the Champions League. So that's money. They're gonna win the Premier League. That's money. They're gonna play the Carabao Cup final. That's money. So you don't believe that all of those money they can just put. 'Cause I know Liverpool say Liverpool's a team like this. They don't go out there and buy 3, 4 player. They don't. They only buy one and two. And when they buy one and two, well, under Jurgen Klopp, that's how they stay. But I think that's just their DNA. They buy quality because when Jurgen Klopp couldn't get Van Dijk in the January, he wait and get him in the summer. Or in the summer and get him in the January, one after above. Yeah. No. Do you not believe that if, like I said, if Salah left, Liverpool not gonna try and tempt and get Isak?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I hear that Chelsea want him as well. Yeah, the only club wouldn't go in for him is Man City. I know I'm not gonna go to Man U. They want centre forward. He's not gonna go there because they they're going down more than up. So I don't think, and they don't have Champion League. So he's not gonna go there. So
Well,
why?
I'll tell you what our summer will be, right? See if you agree with this.
Yeah,
Our summer will be the goalkeeper from Espanyol, that one Garcia guy to replace Neto. Yeah.
yeah.
We will get Zubamendi potentially, and we'll get Nico Williams and Sesko. That'll be it. That'll be it.
But we won't get
That's
that.
not good enough. That's not good enough.
But we won't get that.
Who do you think we'll get?
Ah, everybody, I don't have a clue. Right about now, I don't know who is out there scouting. So everything is just up in the air. I don't have a clue who these people gonna get. Because even though people talking about Zubamendi, is he really gonna come? And even if I hear speculation saying he wanna come, you know what Arsenal are gonna do? Maybe we signed him um after we play 3, 4 game, the deadline day, if we get him, because that's how they stay. They never wrap up. And I say to Rob, in the January, if Mikel Arteta was gonna sign any player, that player would have come in with the first week after the January transfer window. They would have been there. So when you look 2 weeks gone, 3 weeks gone, and no player signed, he didn't want to sign anybody. And then they're gonna tell me that the board didn't back him when this man clearly come out and stated that they didn't see anybody to fit the profile that they were looking for. So that alone tell me that money was there to spend.
What is the profile that he's looking for? Because Jesus is different to Havertz. Havertz is
Yeah.
different to Eddie. Eddie is different to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's different to Lacazette. And this Sesko guy is different to Isak and Gyökeres and all the other guys you've been linked with. So what is he looking for, man?
He was looking for a donkey who would have to run 90 yards and defend and then make sure you run 90 yards and go and try and score. That's the type of player Mikel Arteta wants. He wants a versatile player who can play in every position, and then every match there, I hear people saying he's so fine-tuned in game. He take things in details. I'm like, are you serious here? Anybody who any manager who take things. Look what Una not Una Forest manager
No.
Nuno. What Nuno saying in his um post match
Interview. Yeah. Because
interview.
they didn't have a striker, so we didn't need to play
We
three at the
didn't need to
back.
go five at the back. Mikel Arteta didn't know that. Listen, they don't keep the ball, so I don't have to play four at the back. It's simple. All the guy do is put one more in midfield because there's not a striker there, so him don't have to worry. And that is a manager who sit down and people say, "Oh, Mikel Arteta, when he's there, he is a very intricate man. He go through things and he like to." But this man is just a plan A only. So what is it that you're gonna tell me that he play a certain way? Because there's one way Mikel Arteta play, one God Almighty way. He will die with that one way. And as a manager, every team, and I see Pep Guardiola do it at times, yeah. Every team you're gonna play, you have to play different. There's a different, even if the formation is the same, but you play different. You even still say Pep. It's not every time Pep go with a 4-3-2-1. You understand? It's not every time Pep go with that. And Mikel Arteta, he will kill you. He will kill you. Like no, like right now, we don't have a center forward. So if we don't have a center forward, I believe it's a 4-4-2. I'm That's it. Because we need goal. We need goal. And a draw doesn't do good for us. Better we lose the game. Um at Nottingham Forest, you know a pint would be good for you. You know a pint would be good. So gamble then. Tell um Gabriel, you know what? I want you to play up there. Don't come back down. I don't want to see you pass the halfway line. It's better. I would have feel much better if him go out there and try to win that game and Nottingham Forest grab a lucky goal on the break. I know loads of fans would have come out and say, you know what? At least we try for it. But we did not. Like a pint, a pint is good enough. We don't lose the game. We're not Liverpool. Liverpool doesn't lose game. They will take a point. And it's a good point for them. Because sure and behold, we will drop points if Liverpool drop points. And me and Cecil was saying it at when it was at Brighton, the Brighton
Yep.
game, and we draw with Brighton, and I said to Cecil, I bet you any money that Liverpool gonna drop points. When we've capitalized, that's the time we drop points. And it happening. Paul, done twice now. This man carry us. He lead in the Premier League. And then you're gonna come out when the game before when we played the Tuesday at a press conference under my dead body. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, you're trying to fool somebody here, but you ain't fooling me. Because that energy that you have, you only have it when you know that you cannot win. You understand? You know when you're fighting and somebody all in your back, are you them all on fire, you start to reel like a lion. Let me go. That's Mikel Arteta. Because you know they're not gonna let you
Yeah.
go. You know you're not gonna beat Liverpool to the Premier League title. So now why you never say that last season when he was leading the Premier League? In January, you were leading Premier League, what, 9, 7 points, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why you never say that under my dead body, we gonna drop points or we gonna give up this title? Why you never say that there and then? Why you never say that the season before when Man City decides, say, we're gonna take the Premier League title from you out your hand? You stand up there. You stand up there as a manager and turn around and hand it to Pep. Pep not even pass it yet. You hand it to him. Twice in a row, you hand him the Premier League title. And soon as Pep fall off the cliff, because we know that this was going to come. People saying, oh, Man City team is done. It's going to come. They play, what, 5 seasons now? Yeah? Man City has been playing, and they've been playing in every competition, and I'm going to the latter end. Yeah? We're saying that Saka out. So this is why our team is the way we're at now. And this is why we can't win the Premier League because we have a lot of injury. No, when last season, when Man City win the Premier League, Kevin De Bruyne was out for half the season. Drudge was out for some game. Um, what's his name? The England defender,
John Stones.
John Stone. John Stone was out. Yeah, you can name it. There's a lot of player was out for City.
And Liverpool this season, bro, they've had
Li-
Allison out, Jota out, Kenyatte out. Trent out, Diaz out, Gakpo out, and they're not
Gakpo, yeah.
complaining. They're just cracking
Thank
on.
you. Thank you.
It's weird, man.
I was seeing the days of injury that team have, and Liverpool is not far off Arsenal. They're not. They are like, I think it was like 20 something days of Arsenal. So they're not. So when people sitting on that, oh, Liverpool didn't have any injury, that's why they can play. But I'm saying to you, last season, Mikel Arteta was the luckiest man on planet Earth to actually go through the season without injury,
Yep.
major injury, because Timber was out. So we wasn't looking at Timber. Yeah? We wasn't looking at Timber. So he was have it inside his hand like that to go and win. Remember, Gabriel and William, yeah, they played. William Silva played every
Every
single
game.
game last season. Every single game last season, William Silva played. Yeah, Raya played every game. Partey didn't get any. Did Partey injured last season?
Yeah.
He was injured, not for long though. I think he
No,
missed
it
like
wasn't. It wasn't horrendous. This season, he's played pretty much every game. But you're right. Last season, we had no injuries, and we still didn't win it. So why are we
Thank you.
complaining?
Why we compare? Thank you. So it's not like say, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just frustrated. You know what?
It's just
We
excuses, bro. It's just excuses, man. Look,
yeah,
let me do these free super chats, bro, before we
yeah.
come to a close. Abdullah says, "What do you think of this super chat, man? Let me put this to you." He said, "We dreamt of top four. I did not dream of top four, but you might have, Abdullah. Right? We challenged for the Premier League. We wanted to compete again. We got 89 points. Yes, agreed. We need a trophy, 100%, but we've been unlucky. Mikel deserves backing after one bad year. Not crying. He's not had one bad year, man."
You see, fans like that don't understand that this guy finished eighth twice in a row. Yeah, twice in a row. He doesn't have last season and the season before is a bad year. Don't tell me that. And no, it was ardent. The only way I would say to people that last season and the season before wasn't a bad year, unless Man City went through the season, yeah, and didn't lose any Premier League game. Maybe they draw two or they lose one early on in the Premier League, yeah. And we was chasing them down for the whole entire season. We was chasing them down. I would say to you, you know what? If they don't lose any game and we beat them home and away, yeah, and they don't lose any game or they don't really drop points, then it's not his fault. Because when him get them, when him supposed to win his game, is win his game. But Man City just don't lose game. Then you can't blame him for that. But it's not the case. The case is that he was leading the Premier League them 2 seasons. He was leading. And Bookie have it that we're going with the league. We're going to win the league. And he surrendered it.
I agree.
So we can't get up on saying that we just need to. Why this guy Abdullah gonna say that we need to back him? Did we ever sign a player for 100 and what 7-8 million before? How many clubs in the Premier League sign a player for over 100 million? Done. How many clubs do it? 3.
Yeah.
Man City done it with Caicedo. Sorry, Jack Grealish. Chelsea done it with Caicedo, and the
Enzo.
next Enzo. Yeah, Chelsea
And
done it twice.
Arsenal
Yeah,
done it with Rice. And that's it.
Arsenal done it with Rice. So how are you gonna sit there and say that we need backing? Wenger have never the most money Wenger spent was 50, and that is Alakazette and Abanyam. And I don't think that it was 100 million between those, like 90 something between the two of them. Messi
Yeah.
Ozil was at 35, 37. So how are you gonna Manchester United have never spent 100, they've spent 80 and 80 something. They've never spent 100. Liverpool has never spent 100. People need to go back and check Jurgen Klopp 9 years that him being at Liverpool. Tell me if him spend over 700 or 800 million. And look at the team. That's the difference. People not
You know what's scary? I understand transition and I understand, excuse me, inflation. But Mikel Arteta has spent more than Arsene Wenger has in 22 years at the club, right?
Yeah.
So when people say to me he hasn't had the money or he hasn't been backed yet, it's crazy. These next two, right, are one from Roberto says Arteta has done more bad than good for the club. Fair play. And then you've got Abdullah has come back again with another one saying, and big up to you, by the way, for the super chats. I appreciate it. Abdullah says, can another manager win the Premier League with this squad? I doubt it, in my opinion. It is a bad transfer policy. You have zero evidence that Mikel is the reason that we aren't signing anybody. Why is it Arteta out and not the board out?
Okay then, Abdullah. For one, you cannot get the board out. Yeah, the board owned the club, so they're talking about the cranky. We can't get
and like Garlic and Edu's
Dominica.
replacement and all these guys.
But what happened? Do you not see that they give Mikel Arteta the say? He's got. All right then. What people don't remember, people forgot. Yeah, that Mikel Arteta in the documentary that he looked at Edu and said, "I want Abba out." Yeah. Edu said, we think that's a bad choice. We can't do that. He's our golden boot. He's this and that. The guy said, I do not want him. So if your superior or above you telling you that you cannot do something, and you tell him, yes, it's got to be done, who's the owner? Who's running this place? So why people going to sit there and make you feel like Mikel Arteta is, I hear people say he's a yes man. He's a yes man only to the cranky, because the cranky said, give me Champion League. And he said, yes. So don't make it feel like Mikel Arteta has been dealt a hard blow here. It's we the fans have dealt a hard blow. It's we the fans who spend our hard working money. Did they ever go into that stadium and buy a burger? It choke you to death. These are the things that we have to put up with, fam. You buy a hot chocolate, it tastes like, fam, I never taste dirty water before, but trust me, it is as dirty water. These things ain't cheap, you know. These things ain't cheap. These things ain't cheap. People have to understand. We the fans, we go there and we buy the jacket, we buy this, we buy that. We spend money there. So when we come on this platform and we talking, people don't make it feel like so we don't have the right. We do have the right, because we put money in this club every single year. We're putting in money. Every fans that go to that club, that football game, if they go to say 5, 6, 7 football game, that's like £1,000. That's like £1,000 you're spending. I can't take my two sons into game. The last time I take my two sons into game, I bring them to the food shop and I let them eat. I force feed them. Because to go to there and to buy, you're gonna buy a burger the 2 burger for my son, a drink.
And the beer tastes like Dettol. It's horrible. Disgusting, that stuff, man. That stuff is disgusting. I have to drink the Magners or the cider in there now, man. It is absolute rancid, that Camden Hells. It takes you to hell, bro. That's what it does. It takes you to hell. This last one from James, this is quite interesting, Yardman. He says, as weird as this sounds, Mikel is a better fit for Everton rather than Arsenal. He can't let go of his obsession with physicality and defensive solidity. He's more David Moyes than Arsene Wenger. Wow.
That's where it should have gone. That's what I said. It was the other way around. Ancelotti should have come here and he go there. That's what it should have been. But like I said to you in the first beginning of this, I said to you that they believed that he was going to be the next Pep replacement. So they said, you know what? Let us jump the gun and get him. For real, the guy's right.
Crazy.
He should have gone to Everton. Go and prove yourself there.
I can't believe that we've basically allowed an apprentice at Arsenal. That's what I don't get. And there's a lot of the fans that are happy for us to be building his CV. I just want it to be win or go. If you can't win, then you've got to go. And if they don't sack him at the end of the season, unless he miraculously wins the Champions League, which he's not going to do, then I want him to go. And if they don't sack him, then I want the owners to leave. It's quite simple for me. Start putting the
It
standards where they should be, man. I can't stand the ownership and the board, but Mikel Arteta has not done a great job. Yeah, this season he's not. He's not. But look, man, this comes in from Abdullah. This will be the last one, so I've got to close after this, Yardman. Big up, Dan and Yardman. Our club is a joke. We're never going to win major trophies with this ownership in charge because they're never going to appoint the right people to get us over the line. That is spot on. If I'm honest with you, as much as I don't rate Mikel Arteta, I still think the ownership is an issue. And people have said to me before, do you want the ownership to go or do you want the manager? Well, I want both. But if I'm honest with you, I'd rather change the ownership because this manager would not last 2 minutes if we had an
no,
ambitious owner.
that
And he would
definitely.
be
You're
sacked.
right.
That's the way I
You're
see
right.
it, bro. That's the
Because
way.
a owner will come in and they will have ambition. They're not going to spend their money. And like I said, if a ownership come in, they will get rid of Mikel. They will realize that this man going to burn up my money and the team. Because if Mikel leave right now, we have to go and rebuild. In the summer, we have to rebuild. It's not a one-player solution here. And that's what people believe.
Yeah.
Oh, get one player and we're good. No, it's not. Like I
No.
said, we need a goalkeeper, we need a defender, we need midfielder, we need winger, and we need number 9. So how is that going to be 2, 3 player? It can't,
I
because
agree.
remember he sell out the bench. He literally sell out the bench and didn't replace it. And to me,
It's crazy.
that's atrocity. Come on, you should go prison for that. That's criminality. You can't do that. You just cannot do that. How can you sell your 5 attacking player and don't replace them with 1?
Nah,
And
that is
man
criminal.
gonna tell
That
people,
was
and
criminal.
this is what I don't understand. Man gonna come on social media and tell people that he's a donkey. Are you serious, fam? Are you serious? You're not
Yeah,
even asked.
Abdullah has come back and said, "Nice debate, guys, but let's agree to disagree. I'd give him one last season. If he gets Sesko, Williams, Zubimendi, and fails, then I'll jump on your side. But if he doesn't get back in, he should leave this club." Look, we've all got difference of opinions, man. Everyone sees it differently. Me and Yardman are very similar in the way that we see things, but there's other Arsenal fans out there that believe me and Yardman are talking rubbish. So, look, we all want to
And
do
they're
the
right to
same
their
thing. And
opinion. They're right
of
to their
course,
opinion.
yeah,
They're
of
right.
course, man.
But let's
That's
see,
so right.
let's see who for opinion gonna stand up, and let's see who because we don't want to laugh off at anybody. We don't want to see a manager get sacked. All we want, if you get the backing, you do the right thing and bring us. Dan, what do you want for the club? What do you come to the
To win,
Arsenal and want? To
to win
win
trophies.
a trophy. Thank you. That's all we're asking for. If Mikel Arteta was even turning over a FA Cup or a Carabao Cup, it wasn't that bad, because we just say, you know what? He's getting there. He's getting the feel of it. He's winning. But he's not win one FA Cup in 5 years. 750 million buy me a FA Cup. FA Cup is not that expensive. It's not. It's definitely not, because that silver that they have on it doesn't cost 1 million.
There we go. I'm with you. Listen, my bro, this has been a pleasure. We need to do this again, man. This has been
No problem,
superb.
man. Anytime.
And nah, come on, I appreciate it. We're gonna redirect because I've got to jump on Lee Gunner's stream now, so we're going over there. So stay with us,
Yeah.
people, because Lee's got a lot to be talking about with me. So that'll be good, man.
I was
And
at it with him
yeah,
last night, man.
he's funny, man. He's funny. He
Yeah, that
says it
guy.
how it is, man.
He's the next one to spit the truth, man. He just spit it as it is. But
Yeah,
sometimes
exactly.
it just is what it is.
No, I agree with
But
that, bro. I agree with that. How can people follow you, bro? Come on, shout out your stuff.
everybody know where to follow me. Yardman AFC. People jump over on my TikTok page, Yardman AFC. We need some followers over there. And from YouTube people, just help me get the subscriber and people to subscribe to the channel. Cause I don't know, we're here and we're repping for Arsenal. We're doing the right thing, people. And as long as you subscribe to the channel, as long as you are there to listen to us, we will be the voice for you, because there's a lot of people who can't come to the game. There's a lot of people who don't live in the country who support Arsenal, and they love to hear people like we come out and voice our opinion. We are the biggest fan base club who on the internet who voice for this club. I remember what's his name? Even though we don't like him for what he done, Adebayo. Adebayo was saying that, you know what, when I was there, I wish if a fan base that was there like this, yeah, who he could come and talk to, because they actually chuck him out the club. You understand? So he didn't have anybody to come out like no. So we are doing this for Arsenal. We are doing it not just for me. My two sons, them born are gunners. One of my sons say I'm gonna support Manu, and I pack him. I pack him. I said, you're not staying in this house. Yeah? His mother is telling him that, oh, you're gonna should buy my Manu top. I said, get it off him. You understand? So I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for my son. My son is born in 2003. Yeah. He was like not even 1 year old good when we win the Premier League. He have never seen it. He doesn't know about it. My next son is 14 and he love Arsenal to be. He broke up his mother house when Arsenal lose. So I'm repping out here for my son them because I want to see them all of them head high when they're wearing their replica top on the street. That you know what, this is a great club that I'm representing. So it's not this for we're doing this because we want to be on YouTube or want to famous or want people. No, we're not doing it for that. Me personally, I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for my kids, them, yeah, because to we, this is like a legacy. It's just gonna pass down. Because Dan, if you have son, your son not gonna support any other club, don't.
Well,
So this is like a
absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
this this is like a legacy we're passing down. Yeah. And then the club need people like we because they need to have fans. They need to have kids them that's coming up, going to be Arsenal supporter, Manu. They're gonna be the next fans gonna stand up. So we're gonna set the trend here. That's what we are doing. We are setting the trend. Like, no. And I wish if the fans in the stadium could just see what we're doing and say, you know what? Enough is enough, man. If you're not with us, then you have to go. And when we left empty seat in that stadium, yeah, sponsor don't like stuff like that. So the cranky them would have to do something. And when we get on their back, guess what's gonna happen? They will have to sell. They will have to sell. If we decided that enough is enough, you have to go. Enough is enough. We want to see trophy. We want to build bigger cabinet. The one time I ever went to Barcelona, and I go into Barcelona and I do a stadium tour, and I see them have Champion League trophy in there, and I'm saying they got a cabinet. It's big. I don't even know how big it is with Champion League trophy. And I'm saying to my son, like, this is what we should have been. This is what we want at the club. We want the club to be great.
100%. I agree with
So
that,
big
man.
up to everybody. Don't know Yardman AFC, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere you can find it. Our social media page. Thank you, Dan. And you know, like I said, we need to do this on a regular, man. But big up yourself,
100%, bro.
yeah.
No,
All
come
right
on,
then.
man. Come on, man.
Say,
Love, bro. I appreciate
all
it,
right
man.
then.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, people. Make
All
sure you
right.
hit the like and subscribe, people. Got the last super chat. Abdullah says Arteta's not a manager, he's an apprentice. No other top 6 clubs in the world can hire him except for Arsenal. A lot of people starting to turn now, that's for sure. But listen, going over to League Gunner stream. Make sure
Yeah.
you stay tuned. We'll be over there. Big up to Yardman, and we'll see you next time. Take care, people.
All right then.